What if scattered across the vastness of our planet lie relics not meant for our eyes? Ancient skulls unearthed from the silent embrace of deserts, the formidable heights of mountains, and the shadowed depths of forgotten tombs. These are not mere remnants of a forgotten past, but rather stark, unsettling challenges to the very narrative of human evolution we hold so dear. Imagine, if you will, crania that defy our understanding of anatomy. Some impossibly elongated, others bearing horns, some of colossal size, and still others so utterly alien in their form as to be completely unrecognizable by our current scientific paradigms. These are more than just bone, they are forbidden clues, whispers from an erased chapter of our planet's history, perhaps even of our own lineage. They compel us to ask profound, even disturbing questions. Do these anomalous remains belong to a divergent species of hominid, one that walked a different evolutionary path? Or could they be something far more extraordinary, tangible evidence of visitors from another world, beings who once shared this earth, or perhaps still do? The implications are staggering, forcing us to confront the possibility that our understanding of life and our place within it is far from complete. Join me, W, as we embark on a journey into the heart of these profound enigmas. We will delve into the stories of the 5 most mysterious skulls ever discovered, examining the peculiarities that make them so baffling, and exploring why their very existence sends tremors of unease through the scientific community. These are not tales for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to question, to seek, and to wonder about the true, unwritten history of our world. Let us uncover these silent, stony witnesses and confront the questions they pose. Our journey begins on the arid coast of Peru, a land steeped in ancient mysteries. It was here in 1928 that archaeologist Julio Tello made a discovery that continues to baffle researchers to this day. Buried beneath the sands of the Paracas Peninsula, he unearthed a necropolis containing over 300 remarkably preserved skulls. But these were no ordinary human remains. They were strikingly elongated, their cranial vaults extended dramatically backwards, creating a silhouette utterly distinct from any known human population. The Paracas skulls are not merely different in shape, their very structure presents a profound biological puzzle. On average, their cranial volume is an astonishing 25% larger than that of a typical human skull, and they can be up to 60% heavier. One might initially attribute this to artificial cranial deformation, a practice known in some ancient cultures. However, the Paracas skulls possess anatomical features that cannot be explained by such modifications alone, hinting at a deeper, more inherent difference. The mystery deepened in 2014 when initial DNA testing was conducted on samples taken from these enigmatic skulls. The preliminary findings, as reported by researchers involved, were nothing short of astounding. The genetic material, they claimed, was not consistent with any known human species. Our next enigma takes us from the ancient sands of Peru to a more recent discovery, one shrouded in controversy and intense scientific debate, the Starchild skull. Found in a mine tunnel in Mexico around 1930, this peculiar cranium, purportedly discovered alongside a normal human skeleton, presents a host of anatomical features that deviate significantly from typical human morphology. Its appearance is so unusual that it has captivated researchers and enthusiasts of the unexplained for decades, fueling speculation about its origins and its potential implications for our understanding of life itself. One of the first things that strikes an observer is the bone itself. While noticeably thinner than that of an adult human skull, it is said to possess a remarkable, almost unnatural strength and durability, containing unusual microscopic fibers. The Starchild skull reportedly lacks frontal sinuses, the air-filled cavities typically found in the forehead region of human skulls. The facial characteristics are perhaps the most visually arresting. The eye sockets or orbits are unusually shallow, wide, and somewhat almond-shaped, positioned lower on the face than one would expect in a human. The quest to understand the Starchild has, inevitably, led to genetic analysis. A private research team, spearheaded by the late Lloyd Pye, commissioned DNA testing over several years. The results, as they reported them, were extraordinary. While a portion of the nuclear DNA was identifiable as human, specifically from the mother, a significant fraction, they claimed, was unidentifiable. Our exploration now takes us to the rugged Rhodope Mountains of Bulgaria, a region rich in ancient Thracian history and folklore. It was here, in May 2001, that a most peculiar object was reportedly unearthed by a local man named Roman Genchev. This object, no larger than a human infant's head, quickly became known as the Rhodope skull. Its characteristics are so bizarre, so unlike anything known to terrestrial biology, that it has become a focal point for intense speculation, particularly concerning extraterrestrial origins. The most striking feature of the Rhodope skull is its complete lack of a mouth or jaw apparatus. There is no discernible oral cavity, no mandible, no maxilla, structures absolutely essential for feeding and respiration in all known vertebrate life forms on this planet. Furthermore, the skull is described as being remarkably lightweight for its size, and its bone-like material is said to be softer than typical animal bone. Adding to its alien appearance are 6 cavities or depressions on its surface. While some have been interpreted as eye sockets, their arrangement and number do not correspond to any known terrestrial animal. According to the story, Bulgarian scientists, including renowned paleontologists and anthropologists, were given the opportunity to examine the skull. Our journey into the unknown now leads us to the island of Sealand in Denmark, where in 2007 a skull of truly bewildering characteristics was reportedly discovered during renovation work in an old house. Dubbed the Sealand skull, this cranium presents such a radical departure from known anatomy that it challenges not only our understanding of terrestrial life, but also our conceptions of time and evolution. Its features are so pronounced, so distinct, that it seems to belong to a creature from a completely different branch of life, or perhaps a different world entirely. One of the most immediately striking aspects of the Sealand skull are its enormous eye sockets. They are disproportionately large compared to the rest of the cranium and are distinctly forward-facing, suggesting a predatory lifestyle or an adaptation to environments with extremely low light levels. Attempts to date the Sealand skull have yielded perplexing results. Carbon-14 dating, the standard method for determining the age of organic materials, reportedly failed. Further analysis conducted at the Niels Bohr Institute in Copenhagen, according to reports, indicated that the skull is not related to any known animal or human species in the Linnaean taxonomy. If these findings are accurate, it means this creature does not fit anywhere within our established tree of life. The theories surrounding the Sealand skull are understandably wide-ranging and often venture into the extraordinary. Our final subject is perhaps the most iconic and controversial of all mysterious crania, the crystal skull. Unlike the organic remains we have examined so far, this object is crafted from solid quartz crystal, yet it is often discussed in the same breath due to the extraordinary claims surrounding its origin, manufacture, and alleged properties. Several such skulls exist, the most famous being the Mitchell-Hedges skull, but all share a common thread of profound mystery that blurs the line between archaeology, esoteric legend, and advanced technology. The craftsmanship of the most finely detailed crystal skulls is, by any measure, astonishing. They are typically carved from a single block of pure quartz, a material notoriously difficult to work with due to its hardness and tendency to fracture. What makes their construction particularly baffling is the claim that many, including the Mitchell-Hedges skull, appear to have been carved against the natural crystal axis or grain. Modern gemologists and engineers assert that attempting such a feat, even with today's advanced laser or ultrasonic tools, would almost certainly result in the crystal shattering. Adding to the enigma is the apparent lack of any discernible tool marks on the surface of the finest specimens. Even under powerful microscopic examination, the skulls exhibit an almost impossible smoothness, a polish achieved with a precision that seems beyond the capabilities of pre-industrial cultures. Legends and esoteric traditions imbue these crystal skulls with extraordinary powers and knowledge. 5 skulls, each one a distinct and profound enigma, a silent challenge to the comfortable narratives of our past. From the elongated crania of Paracas, whispering of star beings, to the baffling Starchild, the alien Rhodope relic, the unplaceable Sealand anomaly, and the luminous crystal skulls, we are confronted with mysteries that mainstream science, for all its advances, cannot yet fully unravel or comfortably dismiss. These are not simple curiosities, they are persistent questions etched in bone and crystal. What are we to make of these anomalous artifacts? Are they the last vestiges of ancient human populations who embarked on unique evolutionary journeys, their paths diverging wildly from our own? Could they be evidence of hybridization, the offspring of terrestrial beings and something other, perhaps the descendants of gods spoken of in myth and legend across countless cultures? Or do they represent something even more paradigm-shattering, the fossilized, tangible proof that humanity has never truly been alone in this vast universe, that our history is intertwined with intelligences beyond our current comprehension? The implications are staggering. If these skulls are indeed genuine, and their most extraordinary interpretations hold even a kernel of truth, then our understanding of where we come from, who we are, and our place in the grand tapestry of existence is not just incomplete. It may have been deliberately obscured, forgotten, or even erased. Our history might be far stranger, far richer, and perhaps far more unsettling than we have ever dared to imagine. The search for answers continues, for these silent skulls still have much to tell us, if only we can learn to listen.